Hi, Tom Harris here from NCR. I want to go over the short game today. This is a big area for all of us. 40, 50, 60% of our score is based on 100 yards and into the hole. So we need to make sure we take plenty of time to practice that area, but also to understand it. And I think that's the big part of it, is that a lot of this is misunderstood. So I want to go over wedges today, okay? First thing we'll do is go off wedges, and then we'll discuss in a later video maybe some technique, okay? But first of all, let's just understand what the wedge is all about. Okay, so I have a sand wedge. This happens to be a Titleist Vokey 56 degree, 12 degree bounce, okay? So let's all understand what bounce is. First of all, bounce is the fact that the trail edge of the sole is higher than the leading edge, okay? So if I turn this around and I set it down like this, you'll see it a little bit easier. The trail end of this golf club is definitely lower than the leading edge. That's the 12 degrees that we're talking about. Now, the reason we have that is that we want that to act as a rudder. We want that to slide through the turf, through the sand, so that we can get good separation from the turf and hit the golf ball, okay? Now, if we take that bounce off and we lean this shaft forward, now all of a sudden the leading edge is exposed. Makes it really, really easy to hit fat shots, to dig into the turf on their shot. We want to use the bounce. The bounce is your friend. We definitely want to use that. Now, there's a lot of different options on that. That's why there's so many wedges out there. As you can see, I'm going to bring a couple up here. This is a ping sand wedge, a thin sole. It only has 6 degrees of bounce, okay? So this club is built for someone that has a very shallow swing, that does not dig very much, and needs to get that leading edge down to the turf a little bit easier. Here is a Callaway Sure-Out wedge. It also has a very wide sole. That adds a little more bounce play to it, even though it doesn't have a big trail end being higher. The width of it kind of acts that way. Great sand wedge. Especially, as I've noticed, our golf course has pretty soft sand right now. And the more bounce you have in soft sand, the better. That way your sand wedge won't dig into the soft sand. Also great for soft turf situations. Whenever it's wet, a little bit more bounce will certainly help. So I hope that helps you understand a little bit about what the wedges are and why they're built like that, and also why there's so many different varieties of it. So you want to make sure that you get fit for a wedge. It only takes a few minutes. We'll check out how you interact with the turf with that sole, because everybody swings a little bit different when it comes to how shallow or how steep you happen to be coming into the shot. And we want to make sure that we match up those wedges. Wedges are a huge part of your short game, so you want to make sure we take advantage of it. Thanks a lot.